Oh, hello integrals and differentials. It's Donald. Welcome back to my kitchen. And this recipe may look familiar. It was last video, of course. And this is that extra video where I talk about deck making choices. How does this Blastoise compare to other Blastoise, which you could get much easier? Why Sushi Master over Shaman EX? Man, this would be perfect for a Shaman EX. It was. And what, Shrine of Memories? I mean, you're using a water deck. Rough Seas heals everybody. Why not that? Questions like those are going to get answered. And I'm going to answer your comments at the end of the video right here. So if you left me something, I've got something for you. Okay, so let's get started. And the first thing I'm going to talk about is, of course, the main star, Blastoise. There are two choices for Blastoise and Mega Blastoise. Of course, this is the generation Blastoise. We had to talk about that, but how does it compare with the original one from XY? And I totally spelled Blastoise wrong, so we're gonna try that one more time. Blastoise, there you are. Now at the start of last video, I said, you know, all my core Pokemons are part of DCE Club. They all use that energy to help them accelerate. And this guy is kind of like using a fake ID to a club. What do you mean by that? So yeah, you can use a DCE and he can use his rapid spin. 30 damage. And you switch your Blastoise with your bench Pokemon. And your opponent switches their Pokemon with their bench Pokemon. What's that really achieving? It's trying to buy you time, but yeah, okay, you can use DC for that, but look at Splash Bomb. No DC in the cost. So you did do it. You could have 3 water energies and 2 extra ones which you can't use. So yeah, he's not really part of DC Club at all. This guy, Hyper Whirlpool, Hydro Press, great. So you're not invited, buddy. And just there is another Mega Blastoise. How does it compare? Actually, it does the same amount of damage distributed differently. Like this guy, he's like, well, I'm gonna punch you, and I'm gonna punch that guy and the bench too. 30 damage around, 120, so 180, add it all together. It's just less meaningful that way. Because if the other Blastoise, the one we use, actually KOs the Pokemon, and you get to cash in right away. Well, for the other guy, you have to wait 2 turns and stuff. And depending on how much damage the bench Pokemon hit point has, it may not cash. It takes too long, you're too slow, and you're not part of DCE Club. So yeah, that was probably the biggest reason why. I'd still go with this Mega Blastoise. In fact, I'd probably go with Gyarados. Oh, don't tell him that. Moving on. Any other Pokemon choice? Octillery, Sushi Master. I know everyone loves the Sushi Master, but originally there was Shaman. And there was Shaman really because of our very ugly alien looking thing who was actually really good for this deck. So Scoundrel Ring, he calls all the bad boys and all the gangs to the party. So it's like, hey, out here guys, ready to go, and he pulls out Blastoise, Mega Blastoise, and Manaphy, and a Shaman too. So its setup was phenomenal. Very, very phenomenal. It was very impressive. But this is a water deck, and Octillery actually did fit. And we're using plenty of Diaballs who only likes water Pokemon. So if we took out Hoopa and added a bunch of Diaballs, you could make Octillery work. And this is how I went with. It just made sense to put Octillery with a water deck. So yep, there you go. But if you went the other way out, I was so tempted to put Shaman right back in. In fact, Shaman's gonna be coming back next video on Venusaur. Yeah, sorry Sushi Master. You gotta set this one out. And okay, what other interesting choices? Oh, Donald, you only have 1 cell phone this time. Usually people put like 4 verse seekers. That's common. So you can, you know, call your buddies once you add them to your contacts, which means discard them in the discard. But that's just how you add people in your contacts. You put them in the discard, call them back. It's like, hey, Birch, hey, Lysander, get you what you need when you want it, but you know, there's an item lock deck that's getting popular. Some sort of tree, Trev, Net. And if my items were shut down, I sort of can still pull this off. I mean, we got the Sushi Master. Shaman doesn't do work after it's done. It's like it's lazy, but this guy always on job. As long as there's food that needs, if you're hungry, low on cards, he'll get you it. And you can see that there's a very thick lines of supporters. Birch, Shauna. We're gonna talk about Shauna a bit, but this is the skeleton. This is the backbone. Card pull is, well, item blocks always do something, but it's not gonna be affected so bad. If you were to use Verse Seekers, you have a little bit more problem. So I'm thicker on the supporter line just because of that this time around. We're gonna try the other way next video. Okay, Shauna. What happened to Sycamore? And the reason is, I just like little risks because you don't discard anything. I hope that came out right. But it's actually with Sushi Master as well, because Sushi Master works very well with both Birch and Shauna. If Birch, he doesn't like you, he only gives you 4 cards, or Shauna 5 cards. You can play some of those cards and he'll make up the rest. It's just like playing a Sycamore without discarding anything. But Sycamore and Sushi Master actually don't like each other. Let me explain. So if you grab some more cards with Sushi Master and you can't play it, because you grab the Mega Blastoise, there is no Spirit Link. You cannot afford to Mega Evolve it. What happens if you Sycamore? You discard your entire hand. So, Sycamore, he blocks Artillery. He's like, oh, thanks for the sushi. Nope, tosses all out. I don't want sushi. I'm gonna get hamburger, and he cooks up 7 more cards. And when you play this, you can't play Sushi Master, because now you gotta play 3 cards, dump all that, and it's just tough. So they kind of cancel each other out, and they don't, well, they don't vibe with each other. So this time around, with the Sushi Master, we're using 4 Shaunas instead. Although Sycamore will definitely be used once I take Sushi Master out just for Venusaur. You'll see why for that video. Okay. And I think those were all the big points. Let me take a look. Oh, no. We still need Palkia and Golduck. Palkia, the one with the news energy accelerator. Hey. Oh. What's this here? DC Club. No. Hey, Mako Turbo gets 2 water energy. That is real nice. But you're not part of DC Club. So kick it out. And Golduck. That's a very powerful card. Water deck, he should have been here. But, you know, when you go gold, money does something to you. Now, in his regular form, he actually does use the DCE. So I was like, yeah, give it to me. I'll start attacking with my Hydro Splash, which technically does the same damage as Regice. And has more stats, but we're not using you as an attacker. We want you for your energy transfer. And he's like, I'll move basic energies only. DCE, I can't touch that. I was like, come on. And his biggest combo is with one of the coolest drinks around in the club. You go to this club, you order the Max Potion. Completely heals off your Pokemon entirely. But you lose all the energies. Golduck's like, nah, it's on me, guys. He's gonna move all the energies off. And then you play this, you don't lose anything at all. Except the DCE. This is DCE Club. We can't discard DCE, so no. Golduck off the bat. And the last biggest choice was with Shrine of Memories. Why this over the Rough Seas? And just take a look at Rough Seas. I'm gonna pull it up. Rough. It should be called Soothing Seas, because it's soothing and heals all your water Pokemon and lightning. We don't have any lightning, but 30 damage. Everybody. And it would make a big difference against things like Trevenant, those bench hitters. And Trevenant's popular. This actually would have been a good choice. Definitely would. But this video, I really wanted to show Mega Blastoise off. And Shrine of Memories made him much more solid. So, coin flip goes wrong. You give him water energy, he's good to go. He can still use Hyper Whirlpool. Or if your opponent discards it, they discard, well, technically, it doesn't matter what they discard. They can discard water energy. He can still use Hyper Whirlpool. You discard, well, if there's much smarter, get rid of the DCE, you just put 1 water energy, and he will use Hyper Whirlpool, so easy choice right there. And you don't have to take the risk of using Dread Launcher. You flip a coin to Tails, you lose those energies. He's like, oops, my bad, guys. And if you just use Hydro Press, if you didn't need to use the big attack, it's just much more reliable. So in a Mega Blastoise decks that would really want to this guy to shine, that's why he's there. Although Rough Season is definitely a good choice. Okay, so I think that's it. So alright, so in the comments, let's see what you guys wrote. Darren P. I enjoy reading what you say. Even though I don't understand it, I still do, man. Gamble, you got a chance to make it rumble, baby. Yes. Thank you, Darian. Dimitri Cotalion. You may play Flareon EX one day. It is really fast. Everyone's been telling me to do that, so I guess after Venusaur, it's gonna have to be Flareon EX. Alright, and Fall Sand. The minute of 3940, when I lose my rim rates, that is definitely disappointing right there, man. Thank you. And Anthony Jones. I wish they had Spirit Links. Yeah, man, Pokemon with no Spirit Links this day and age? Oh, come on. But at least you got Red Gyarados. I mean, that card's right there. The water Pokemon. And Tiger. In that last fight, if you had the other Remoraid, you could have discarded his Dimension Valley and he wouldn't been able to attack. Yeah, like, yeah, maybe his brother would have been better. I'll make sure to put the other one in the next time. And Adam Inez at DarkIntegralGaming. I love your videos so much. Well, thank you very much, man. Thank you, Adam. Man, Slim Jim 281. English seems a little off in this video. C. Okay, and Yuki-cha. A while back, someone left a complaint that your videos titles were exaggerated. I mean, if anything, they're not exaggerated enough. You may do something about that for Venusaur. And Charlie Leverett. Your videos are better every week. Well, thank you, man. But, man, that's kind of hard hill to climb. Okay, and okay, Johnny 5, very interesting Bowser Blastoise deck. I'm surprised you didn't use any Greninjas. And, you know, we talked to Greninjas, and I was like, you guys like DC? And I'm like, no, man, we want water energies. That's the good stuff. So, I was like, nope, not this time around, guys. Well, they are pretty cool. They're a little weird. Okay, awesome Layton B. Do a Mega Absol deck. I did. It's a great Mega Pokemon without still good though. And Tiger, I love Night March. It's my favorite thing. So keep this. It only tells me that it's working. That's right. We all hate Night March because we are afraid of it, and we know it's working. So yep, there we go. And Dustin Nadasco. Did Lucario EX retreat with 1 energy at 23? Like, yeah, it only discarded the strong energy. What was up with that? Thanks for catching that. And Alex Frutoso. Hi, Dark Integral. I'm Brazilian, but I love your videos. Well, hi, Alex Frutoso. I'm Texan, and I love your comment. Thank you very much. And the Emerald Wither. All generations Mega involve coin flips. And DCE too. Oh, yep. Except, we'll see about next time. And Super Gaming HQ is amazing. Can you make an Emboar speed deck? Yep. If Generations didn't come out, it would have been Emboar that day instead of Charizard. So he'll be in the queue. And Edward Vasquez. Hey, what about Mega Venusaur? I want to see a deck with the new one that's coming up next round. But yeah, the new one, not as cool, but he's part of DC Club, so we have to use him. And Eric Costello, hey Dalt, hey Dark. Love your videos, man. Just ran to you. You can see it your first turn. Username is Solus122. I sort of remembered that. I was still working on Mega Venusaur, so I saw something. Oh, I forgot. And I just quit. Or you were just totally way too scary. I felt the aura of immense power, and I couldn't deal with it, so I ran off. The Solus. Thank you, Eric. We'll see each other again. And Sackbud. Really? Losing to a Garchomp deck? Those turns, lucky the way they turned out. If he went on his first turn, or something, been able to evolve it, which he did, yeah, always afraid of that. That is a meta-defining deck. Dud plays. I like the Sword Art Online remix. In a Night March match. Well, thank you. Definitely know where to find that on Spotify. And Jaijin. Nice last game, Donald. Blastoise is my favorite Pokemon of all time. Not Charizard? What's so cool about Blastoise? Okay, he is pretty cool. Man, I still like my dragon. No, New Age Steel. Where'd you get those Charizard sleeves? They're awesome. They were released during the 20th anniversary. That's in 7 more years. Over the weekend, so if you logged in, you probably got those too. And Cavallero Sebastiano. That's a cool name. What does the music sound from the first match to the end of the video? Oh, right here, I think this is well, this is Megalovania for sure, but this one, that's the end of the video. What's that point? I guess yeah, the first one's Megalovania. And Gabriel Rivera. Wow, seriously, too much mistake video. First video, you could have finished it earlier. I know I talk way too much, man. Should probably focus more on playing instead. Okay, and Mr. Annoying. I saw this deck use Mental Trash and Malamar and Team Flare Grunt. You want me to do that deck? I thought the deck is really annoying. Yeah, that would have been something that would have destroyed Mega Blastoise. Hate energy discards, especially C for big energy users. And is that a tiger monkey? Hi Donald, do you think Substitute is a good way to protect Mega Pokemon without a Spirit Leaf? It could work. It would take deck space, and yeah, you know, if you can't do anything your turn, your opponent can't do anything that turn too. It works out. Maybe even the what's that item? Burst Balloon. That would actually work too. Okay, and Kulava TCG Flare NEX. Yep, I knew it. Right, that's gonna be after Venusaur. Max Gaming finally got your Mega Gardevoir deck copied completely. You know, the last one wasn't as good as the one before. And this one I'm gonna do soon with Max Potion, probably gonna be better. And Innate Dreams, I can see why you didn't run Golduck Max Potion, but why not Rough Seas? That's one, I think that's why we talked about it there. I talked about it in the front part. Read it, saw it, answered it. Thank you, Innate Dreams. And Charlie Leverett, week. Month. Yes, David Lundy, love the Bowser bar. Yes, Mr. Koopa, you are. Oh, Mr. Anderson, should have been a Matrix Turtle. Oh, Ronnie, Taos Jr., yeah. Tiger, I'm surprised you didn't put Golduck Break-In Max Potion. Not part of DCE Club. Okay, and Marcus Strider, congratulations for all the subscribers you got. You're awesome. Well, thank you to all of my subscribers who support me. You guys are awesome. Lightning Gamer, Joltik, really hate Sushi Master. Yeah, he likes hamburgers or something. And Nickname 23, probably a deep question, but how do you get Trade Dark Generation cards? And you get the answer you right there. So, secret's out. Okay, that's the last comment. So, I may do this next time for Mega Venusaur, so make sure to leave me a comment next video, and I might tell you something back. Thank you very much, Integrals and Differentials. I'll see you back in my kitchen next time. Maybe a guy, or just Mega Venusaur. Think about that. Bye-bye.